What's going on, guys? Chimera here, and welcome back to ARK. Yes, we are here on Valgiro on our cluster series, our new cluster series, not our old one. Season 1 is over after like 5 episodes, but this one is going strong and is here to stay. This is continuing off of the Genesis 200 Days, as I mentioned in that little update video, that if you did not watch that, I recommend watching it, or just continuing to watch this video, because I will probably mention it a lot throughout this video, as I've already stated. We have done quite a bit since that 100 Days video, and a lot of that stuff has kind of just been lost to my mess of recordings, but I have managed to get a couple of the things that I found. I mostly taming creatures, because that's kind of the most important thing. As you can see in my inventory, I have a couple creatures in here that you didn't see me tame in the 100 days. Specifically this, and this. Which I do have clips for all 3 of those creatures that I will show right now. Now that those clips are done, I'd like to show you around my little base that I made here on Valgiro. Well, it's not exactly a little base, it's quite a big base. I didn't expect to make this big of a base, but I kind of just got lost in the building process and made this. It's kind of like doubles as a workshop plus creature breeding area. And there are a couple creatures in here, but I will not show you them right now because that is a future video. And I did not want to spoil the surprise, so keep a lookout for that. Out here we have a little balcony overlooking the White Cliffs area where I decided to build. I love this area. I will be building my mega base right down there at a later point in this series, because I just love this map. I debated staying over on Genesis 2, but I decided that this map's, like, there's just something about other ARK maps that aren't in Genesis 2 that have some sort of, like, difference in their shadows and colors that just looks so much better. So I'm gonna build here because I love this area. But that is not the focus of today. The mega base is a future episode. The focus of today is actually building something. We are building something today. We are going to be building a massive, and I mean massive, breeding base down there somewhere. Not the mega base. The mega base is going to be even bigger than this, which I'm dreading building that. It's going to take hours. But today I would like to build a creature breeding area, kind of like over near this pond, I think. And it's going to be pretty much just a massive tower of just floors upon floors of just creatures and breeding little things there. So yeah, I have a lot of big projects coming up pretty soon, including the one in the storage terminal up there, that have to do with breeding creatures. So I need a huge breeding operation to do something like that. So I'm going to get started right on that, and I'll see you guys when I'm a little bit into the material collecting process, because I'm going to need a lot of materials for this build. With that, we are done the resource collection process, and I filled up our gas bags with a lot of resources. This really didn't take that long to get. I probably don't need the flint or the metal, but I grabbed it anyways. Having a harvesting strider it just makes things a lot easier. So yeah, our gas bags is just, yeah, has a lot of resources in it, and we're gonna build right here. I wanted to build down there, but I thought that this area, my base is kind of, yeah, right there. Base is up there. We're right down here down the path, and I thought this was kind of a nice spot to build it. So here's where we're going to build. We're gonna kind of use this big, like, plateau area as just kind of our base, and we'll have a bunch of buildings around and continue adding stuff like farms. I want to build a metal farm with tech creatures pretty soon. Yeah, it's going to be a great spot to build, I think. So, without further ado, let's get building. Alright, and we are back. I have built the bottom floor of the first level of the tower. It would be a tower if I went with what I said at the beginning of the video, but when I realized that to make another level, I would have to go that high, all the way up there, to get to build another floor, I decided, nah, I'm not going to build a tower, because that's too much between each floor, and I can't lower that at all, because it shrinks in, but it doesn't go down, so that's going to stay like that, and there's no way around it, because my plan is to have multiple mutation stacks going at the same time, just to save me some time, and make things a bit more efficient, but to do that, I have to have multiple of these things running, and I can't, if they're this high in the air. Well, I can, but it's just, I just don't think it would look good. And overall, I don't think a tower would look good at all in my area. So, I'm going to build probably 3 or 4, maybe 3, probably 3, of these buildings. They're still going to be this size, but they are going to be buildings. I'm going to have one here, the other two somewhere else on this little plateau. And those will be a couple other buildings to kind of fill up our space, because I want to have like a little village of sorts around here, and more buildings means more stuff that I don't have to build later and think of ideas for. So yes, we are going to have 3 breeding buildings, one here, one up there, and one down there. Yeah, so we're going to have all that going, and I'm going to build up this entire building, and then I will probably build the other 2 in another episode, or probably just off camera, because I want to get this video out. I've taken way too long to make this, so yeah, I want to get this video out sooner rather than later, so I'm just going to build one building for today, and then I will build the others in off camera, so you know, guys don't have to watch me build 3 of these. And these are complicated buildings. They're going to be very similar in design to my house-ish workshop thing up there, so yeah, they're going to take a while. So yeah, I will bring you guys back when I have a little bit more progress done on this tower. Alright, so that was our building process for this giant thing here. And let's do a little bit of a flyover, just so you can check out the whole thing outside of the little time lapses that I did. So basically, this is our breeding structure, pretty much. We're going to use this to house our breeding creatures and get tons of mutations, which I will be doing a lot of mutations coming up pretty soon. I want to take on some bosses pretty soon, because I want tech armor here rather than just having it on Genesis 2, because building this thing is a pain without tech armor. So yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of breeding creatures soon, and building more of these things as well, because we need a total of 3 of them, maybe even 4 if I decide to make 4 of them, but probably just 3, because these do take quite a long time to build. But if you did enjoy this video, definitely be sure to show your support, hit that like button, subscribe if you are new, and give me some suggestions for what you want to see in this series, because I am very open to basically whatever you guys want to see. I will most likely do, because this is in fact all about what you guys enjoy. So yeah, enjoy the coming content, and I will see you guys in the next cluster episode.